Hey everybody, uh, so welcome back to No Basics. We've been offline for quite some time. It's because I really didn't know what to upload or had much material or the time to do it. But I'm coming to you with some new decks before we get Fates Collide in the format. Just some ideas to throw around to make you guys think about different card possibilities that could go together, I suppose. These are all mostly for fun, but sometimes they do well, so here we have a look at a type of deck that was popular back and expanded with Prism Energies, Aromateas, and just a fairy box. Now, a fairy box, for those who don't know, consists of Aromateas. If I can pull it up here. Aromateas came out in the XY base set. It's a stage 1 fairy Pokemon with an ability called Fairy Transfer. As often as you like, you can move energies around as long as they are fairy. So that's really cool, and the possibilities can do so many things with that. So, the main basis of why I wanted to make a fairy box deck for standard was because of Manaphy. Now, I like the idea of each Pokemon that has water energy attached to it has no retreat. The reason I said each water Pokemon at first was because people use this with cards like Gyarados, Palkia, things like that. So, Manaphy works with water energy. Now, the energy line we have here is 4 Rainbows, 3 Fairy, and 4 Double Dragon, which is pretty standard in a fairy box deck. These double dragon energies provide any and every kind of energy, but only one at a time. So it could be fairy and water, so you can move it around and have free retreat with it. So that's really cool, and it can also provide energy for attacks. And speaking of attacks, we have Giratina is the main attacker in this deck. It requires a Grass Psychic and 2 of anything, so we can use a Double Dragon and another Double Dragon, or Double Dragon 2 Fairy, whatever you have would work. And its attack Chaos Wheel shuts down stadiums, special energy, and tools for our opponent, so it's really good, and it protects us against Pokemon that have evolved into the Mega form. So, let me see, what else can I talk about? For attackers, we also have, I guess, Hydreigon could count. His attack Shred, it does 80, 3 for 80, and it goes through all effects. So that's Jolteon's Flash Ray, we have Regice, pretty much anything that says you can't attack it, even Slash EX, it goes through the Mighty Shield ability, so. And we can also use his ability for retreat that takes us down to 1 retreat, which is okay. I thought about playing 2 of those in here, so that's a possibility if you wanted to make yours like that. It's a good idea. We have Octillery, draw until you have 5. It's pretty self-explanatory. We have a Sylveon EX, just because I wanted to actually make use of this card somewhat. We have Dress Up, attach a tool, it does 30 more, Precious Ribbon, 100, move a fairy from your active to one of your bench Pokemon, heal 50 from that Pokemon. Now, I found that second attack is kind of useful at times against things like Crobat, Trevenant Break, things that have like a lot of spread damage, because all of your Pokemon have like pretty low health, being stage 1s and things like that. We have a Zoroark, so you can stand in and retreat, so you can switch between any Pokemon, and we have Mind Jack, which is a really good attack. And to be able to stand in and retreat, you can retreat with a Fairy Energy, a Rainbow Energy, Actually, probably not Fairy Energy, but you can retreat with Rainbows because we play Manaphy, so it acts as water. So it's pretty cool. And we have a Bunnelby to get back your special energies if need be. It's never hurts to be safe, so that's cool. You can use his Rototiller attack to shuffle them back in. And the trainer cards we have here are Level Ball, Max Potion. If you can change these to 2 and 2, that'd be really great. Find some room for those. One Super Rod just to get back Pokemon and Fairy Energies, I suppose. We have an AZ to Fairy transfer the energies off of a Pokemon onto another one, and AZ the Pokemon that has all the damage counters on it up so that they're fully healed. That's kind of the same concept with Max Potion. For Bridget to get out your Spritzee and Remoraid's and any other basic Pokemon first turn, which is really key for this deck. Lysander, 3 Birches, 4 Sycamore, 1 Teammates is really good since your Pokemon are so weak. 3 Skyflux because we play so many Pokemon, and 2 Fighting Fury Belts for Giratina. It adds 40 health and 10 to the attack, so they would be hitting for 110 each turn, which is the right amount for Shamans and Pokemon that have Fighting Fury Belt. You can hit them twice, and it's the perfect math for that. So cool stuff to look at. So just a brief look at it again. That's that. So it's just something that I wanted to play for fun recently. Good stuff. Alright, we're gonna back out of this, see what else we got going. Alright, this one's kind of strange. This is a deck around Venomoth. I suppose. Alright, so we're gonna look at Venomoth here. Not letting me click the image on that. Alright, we're gonna use this for the first attack, maybe even the second. So, Venomoth says whenever your opponent plays a trainer, supporter, item, not sure if it's stadium, but whenever your opponent plays a trainer card in his or her hand, your opponent flips a coin of tails that the card has no effect. So that's like a lot of times per turn, hopefully, which it doesn't always work like that because they kind of see like, oh, I'm always going to flip tails, so I'm not going to play any trainers, so fun concept. It's not really too great, but we have Dragalge, so they can't retreat their poison Pokemon, and Venomoth's second attack actually confuses and poisons them, so I thought, hey, let's give this a try. And we play 4 Double Colorless, 5 Grass. Some more of the strategy is we want to get Venomoth out attacking turn 1 if we go second. So we have 4 Forest Giant Plants, 4 Sycamore, 4 Trainer's Mail, 4 Super Scoop Ups, and just in case we don't have the energy, we have a Professor's Letter and an Energy Retrieval, and we have 4 Acro Bikes to dig through the deck to really help us get that turn 1 attack going, as well as our 2 Shamans. So yeah, pretty much it's an annoying thing to play against, and that was kind of the idea, to make a deck with Venomoth. So have that for you guys. Let's see what else we have going for us here. Oh, by the way, the Super Scoop Ups are in the deck for Shaman, just so you can pick them up and set them back down and draw more cards, so that's why that's like that. We have Slowking Cloyster, not a great deck either. Showing you guys some ideas I've been running through. Here we have Cloyster. Let me zoom in on it. Could have figured that. Cloyster came out in XY base, just got reprinted in Generations, so it will be around for quite some time. There was one that got printed in Breakpoint. It's not as good, I think, but then again, it is Cloyster. It's not that good. So, anyways, Clamp Crush, 2 for 30. Flip a coin if heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is paralyzed, and discard an energy attached to that Pokemon. I thought that was a really great attack. It's a lot of disruption for them. So, and we also have a Spike Cannon, but we're most not times going to use Spike Cannon, but we could do a potential of 150 damage. You're 6'9". Yeah, so that's cool. So you've guessed this is pretty much a disruption kind of thing right now, so we're going with the theme and adding a Slowking in here. Once during your turn, you may flip a coin. If heads, move an energy from your opponent's active to one of his or her bench Pokemon. So that works great with things like double dragon energy, change it to something that's not a dragon on the bench, so it just gets discarded like that. We have 2 Wobbuffet to prevent them from setting up, so if we start with that, great job for us. We have we have Hammers for more disruption. We have Dive Balls, 2 Ultra Balls. Let's see, we have 4 Bridget because we want to get our Shelters, Slowpokes, and maybe a Jirachi out very early game. 2 Team Off with Bases so they can't retreat. 2 Floatstones so we can. 2 Trick Coin to help us with those flips. 1 Delinquent because it's disruption. Team Flagrant. 3 VS Seekers, and our energy count is, I believe it's 1 in 7, 2 in 6. We can change that to 1 in 7. If we want to attack with Wobbuffet, chances are we won't be doing that, so we can make it all 8 water energies. Just another idea I'm trying to run past you guys. That was pretty okay at the time. It turned out to be not that okay. This is a Seismitoad deck from Breakpoint. It's really silly. I wanted to make a deck with Seismitoad because I had one at the Breakpoint pre-release. I had a 4-1, 2-1, or something like that. It was atrocious, but I got it out almost every game. So, we have Shaky Fall. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. That Pokemon can't retreat next turn. So, a lot of energy. It's as much as like Primal Kyogre, and there's no trait to attach the energy, but there is an attack that attaches 3 from the discard. So at first glance, it's not fast. That's correct. But we're going to be having a lot of water energy because we play him. So we have Palkia for his Turbo. We have Huntail to do more for Powerful Storm, does 20 damage times the amount of energy you have in play. So, thought that was a cool concept, I suppose. I'm gonna go up here, and the deck's pretty straightforward. Just try to power up a Seismitoad, and another one after that. We have 4 Dive Balls since everything has water, 4 Elixir. So we want to get them onto Palkia to power up Seismitoad. We have 2 Rocandy, so we have a 4-2-3 line here, so that's good. We have Bursting Balloon for the Palkia, because Palkia only does 2 for 40, but if we attach a Bursting Balloon, it puts 6 on them, so that's a lot more damage output. We have an Eco Arm for Muscle Bands and Bursting Balloon, so Seismitoad get hit for 110. Plus the Bursting Balloon maybe could be 170, so that's pretty cool. The deck doesn't really work like I thought it would. It kind of does sometimes, but that's the thing about these fun decks, they're not too consistent, so yeah, this is the deck for you guys, and I'm not sure why the 1 level ball. I guess we can get out these guys and him just in case we miss the Dive Balls. I thought we needed more search cards in here, so trying to wrap this video up, or maybe I'll make another one, who knows. I've been playing a lot with Xerneas lately, like so much. I'm gonna open up this one actually. I played a couple league challenges with Xerneas here. You can pretty much do whatever you want with this card. This attack does 30 more damage for each type of bench Pokemon you have. So for the League Challenge, I used it with a 1-1 Litleo and a Pyroar from Flashfire, which says if they have basics they can't attack. So that's the route that I used. Here I was just saying like, hey, I really want to use Raichu Break. So with the combination of Smeargle and Bronzong, you can use Raichu Break pretty easily. So I have one Lightning Energy. It's not consistent, but it does work at times, just like all these decks. So Xerneas, everybody knows you can use this card to have 2 types on your bench, 2 more types, and Ninetales can put the Stadium in play, or Skyfield, so you can always have a lot of different types on the bench. I feel like this deck is more self-explanatory than others, just because it's been around a little bit longer. So let's skip to another one. Reshiram Giratina, I saw a lot at States, and I just wanted to try it out. So, this is my list. I have one from my friends who was like, here, just see this list and try it out. But I have yet to do that. I don't think I will, but it'll just, you know. Anyways, this is my list. So pretty much you want to start out with Reshiram. I keep forgetting that I can't zoom in. Reshiram, once during your turn before you attack, if this Pokemon is your active, you can attach a fire energy from your hand to one of your dragon Pokemon. So it's really good if you start with it. So you can attach a fire to your bench Giratina and attach a double dragon energy and then a fire with a max elixir. So that's pretty much the idea to get a turn 1 Chaos Wheel going. And there's cards to help it out, like Puzzle of Time, Trainer's Mail. And yeah, so you're trying to get a turn 1 Chaos Wheel going off here. First turn, if you start with Reshiram and then Ultra Ball, you're going to want to get a Hoopa and get 2 Hydreigon, a Giratina, or a Hydreigon, Giratina, and Shaman, whichever way that you feel necessary. So that's that. Thought that was cool. I also tried Ho-Oh Manectric Bats. So Ho-Oh does 130 and 32 bench Pokemon. I was like, only 30, so we're gonna put more damage with bats. That was the kind of concept of this. The list, you know, it's just whatever you want it to be, really. But let me see. This is what I'm playing more recently is Mega Man Ho-Oh Trubbish. So, once again, not the Pokemon, because that's how I like it. So we have a 1-1 Garbodor, which shuts down all abilities, because I was having trouble against things like Giratina, Greninja, so that's a good counter to them, and yeah, that's that. So I also have 1 Hexmaniac for the starting of the game. If I have everything I need, then I can just play that until my Trubbish line gets set up. So yeah. I'm going to cover one more briefly, and then signing off yet again. Okay, this is a good one. So this is a deck that I made for my sister, and she was at States playing this. It's this, subtract a Hydreigon, and it's pretty much straightforward. I think there's 2 compressors and another dark energy. And there's an AZ in here too. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna try to put it like that. So take out Hydreigon, add AZ, oops, trainers, my fault. AZ, just so you guys can get a better picture of this. I remember the 2 super scoop ups. What was a thing in here? I think 4 Sycamore and this was evened out more so. Actually, I think she played 4 dragon. Okay, so no. Essentially, we have a Noivern break deck, and she played 3 of the breaks. I don't have 3 of the breaks, but whatevs. So we play 2 Milotics. We play the one from Flashfire that has Energy Grace. If you knock it out, you attach 3 basic energies from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon, excluding EX Pokemon. So that's great for us in this deck because we have Echolocation. If we keep flipping heads, we're not going to get knocked out, and that was what happened at States. She did really well, and so we can afford to lose that 1 prize card with Energy Grace. And we play 5 basic energies, and we have Compressor to put those into the discard pile. We also have Super Scoop Ups to scoop up the other Milotic, which has Sparkling Ripple, which when you evolve it, you can put a card from your discard pile into your hand. So any card at all, like the Break, the Double Dragon, anything you want. We play Psychic Energy, so we can attack with Wobbuffet or retreat with Wobbuffet. We play Super Scoop Ups. We always want to start with Wobbuffet so they can't set up. That's the idea. And we play Buddy Buddy Rescue and Sacred Ash so that we can get those cards back into our hand, like the Noivern and everything. We play Silent Lab so they can't set up. It's a good overall fun deck. I feel just as long as you can flip heads every time. Even on the Super Scoop Ups, because you can Super Scoop Up Wobbuffet out the active, you can get Shaman up, put him back down. So yeah, that's this deck, and it's been seeing some play. And yeah, let's scroll down, try to get through the full list so you guys can see. I think it's, oh my gosh, what the heck. Yeah, but you can kind of get the picture if I scroll over like this. And the energy count is 432. You can change this up. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching these 5 or 6 brief deck overviews for fun. And yeah, I'm gonna try to put some more videos up because why not? I've gotten several people ask about it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll put a video up soon. Thanks. Bye.